Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to... Oh god, I was about to do my YouTube intro.
Ah, good.
I honestly miss YouTube.
Ah,
Oh yeah, hey guys, you're listening to Weebs on the pod. I'm your host as usual, Niyi Abdul, and with me is as usual.
Tony Koya. Guy, that YouTube don't be your body. What? Wait, okay. You are planning to do something. That's why no posted it here.
I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. I might save that for another thing. But
Okay.
yeah. In today's episode, we're just going to today's episode is a rant episode.
Yeah.
This is more or less pet peeves about anime in general. But before we start, last week your intro.
Eh.
Do you know that I actually did not know? I actually did not get what you said.
Oh, I was
Like
like,
I thought you were tongue tied till I listened to the recording again, and I now said, "Oh, that's when it even became more funny."
like that time we were recording that trailer stuff. I wanted to add that. Like, maybe I should leave it for one episode. The way you did that stuff that you're like, I'm not doing the podcast again. I was like, oh, guy, that was first case to my mind. Guy, you want to quit the podcast before I could say that that statement. That was okay.
Okay, so pet peeves about anime. Let me start. I'll call a very simple one that comes to mind immediately. Isekai anime and their long ass names.
Uh, Me, I feel like it gives it a little character. Like, at times it used to be, sometimes it feels unnecessary, or it feel like, guy is a mouthful. You get,
Yeah, that is
but
where I have the problem.
I get your point.
If the name is, there are certain names that okay, I'm okay with it. Like, let's see, so I'm a spider, so what? You really
I don't.
can't get. It leaves you in that like suspenseful this thing. Or that time I got reincarnated as a slime.
Yeah,
But like
like
the ones where they are like, oh, the name is like, I died in my world and got reincarnated as an aristocrat. Like,
wait, that one now. You notice like I with that spider one and that slime one, those one felt like phrases. Like it's not as if they were complete this thing. Like that
oh,
phrase will make you want more. You get that time I go
uh,
reincarnated, you be like, oh, what? Wait, slime. What's that? Why are you reincarnated as a slime? But this one you just said now, that one you be like, oh, okay, you you died and you reincarnated as a aristocrat. Okay, so maybe okay, let's go and get it. I get what you're trying to say, Sha.
well, I guess a better way to explain it would be, um, I guess it's not really like how literal the names are. It's more along the lines of, um, what am I trying to say?
Or
They
do
are
you
a
feel it's
mouthful.
getting about me? I feel like
Like when I think of anime names, I think of like the classics: High School DxD, Naruto, Bleach, Psycho Pass, Claymore. You know, simple
uh,
names that is very easy to remember and say it out at once. But like most isekai animes have these names that I'm like, oh my god. When you're talking to somebody, if I'm talking to you
mm,
now, I'm like, Tony, have you watched Naruto? And you're like, yes, I've watched it. But then if we're talking about that time I got reincarnated as a slime, I'm like, there are two versions of that one. There is, oh, have you watched Tensei Shitara Slime Data Ken?
I
Yeah,
pause. I like
you,
pause. Calm down. You lost me at sensei or something.
you see? Then
I get.
the next one is now. Yeah, have you watched that time I got reincarnated as a slime?
You be like,
Like I've had this experience, this real life experience where I was asking someone, "Have you watched that time I got reincarnated as a slime?" And they were like, "What?"
what's that?
like, like
No shele.
exactly the way I just did it. Like they paused for a bit and looked at me funny, and they were like,
And the
"What?"
thing is that even among anime watchers, self, like, there are some casual watchers, and there are these ones that when you ask, like, let's say you ask casual watchers, they be like, "What's that? Which one is that one again?" But me, what I feel like, most of where they adapted them from, they adapted them from light novels,
Yeah.
and it's usual, like, it's the norm for them to have long ass names. So probably
Hmm.
that's why they kept the name.
Maybe.
Wait, imagine if Naruto has like title, you'd be like, that boy owns
Let me try and think of a title for Naruto.
that the boy
I
owns
have
Naruto Fox.
no, no, I have a nine-tailed fox sealed in me, and I'm trying to be Hokage.
Guy, you got
Or
it. You got
or better yet, I have a nine-tailed fox sealed in me, and I'm trying to be the leader of my village. I guess
it.
that
No,
would be
wait, guy,
that would be to attract people that don't know. I don't even know
wait,
how to explain this.
wait, I want to ask something. Do you consider Bleach an isekai?
Bleach? Not really.
Yes. No, because, like,
You know,
at
Isekai
first it's
usually
not. Eh?
even it's hard to consider something like Sword Art Online as an isekai
What is that?
because yeah, in they are trapped, yes, but
Hmm.
they are technically not trapped in another world. They are trapped in a game.
It's not
I
like
don't know. Maybe it's the expectations I've come to have of isekai. Isekai is usually, oh, I got reincarnated, I died and got reincarnated, or something happened that I'm in another world altogether with possibly no way back, or there is no simple way back. Saw that online, they already knew the way back, beat the game master. And like, okay, there is another anime that is like Sword Art Online that I like. I've forgotten the name. I think it's a Bofuri. Have you watched that?
both,
The girl is playing a game like Sword Art, like the one that they have in Sword Art Online, and
Mm.
like this is her first time playing any game like this. So due to not wanting to get hurt, she marks all her skill points went into defense.
uh
So like
wait,
she's a literal tank.
but no attack. This is like, did she join a guild or someone, like, so, like, a group of people to try to help her to, like, supplement her stuff, or she was just going all out?
Now she joined a friend of hers joined her. The friend that even introduced her to the thing. But
Okay,
like
but
what I was saying is that that one, some people would want to, you would call that a video game, not isekai. Most people would not call that isekai because she's not trapped.
well, I get. And I think that thing, if you notice, after like this first season of Sword Art Online, it didn't really feel like an isekai. I just felt like they're playing the game. I get what you're trying to say.
Exactly. It stopped being oh, they are trapped. It became more like tough. They are
You
just
just playing the enter and come. I get. We, I want to ask, what do you feel like is an underrated anime to you? Like, which anime do you feel is underrated? Let me put
hmm, can't think of anyone right now. Let me think. I want to call High School of the Dead, but that one has a very people like that very much. So I would say I really can't think of anyone off the top of my head. Maybe Killing Bites.
What's that? You see, I didn't even
Killing
know
Bite.
himself. So, so I didn't even know himself. So that means it's marketed.
If you ask me overrated, I know a lot of overrated anime, but underrated, not really.
Wait, so what is underrated? Which anime do you feel is underrated to you? Yeah, overrated. Sorry.
Overrated. I'm trying to think of. I can't remember the name. I really can't remember the name.
For me, Sha, like underrated anime. Have you heard of The Grey Man? Should have heard of
Yeah,
it. I mean, I feel like it's underrated somehow. Or maybe it's because of I've not met like a fan base. But at times when you see all these fan base, the way they even treat the anime, like they make the anime very tiring to you. You get
mm.
maybe like if you notice now, Attack on Titan now, everybody anytime the Attack on Titan is the season is out like this, that's what is on everybody's mind. I like Attack on Titan,
Okay,
but me,
yeah, that is an overrated anime. I won't lie to you.
I like
Like,
Attack on
look,
Titan, but the way
it's
the pedestal that people put it in, it's
yeah,
guy.
Attack on Titan, Kimetsu
It's
no
not
Yaiba.
bad. It's not bad, man. It's not bad. But like now, if
It's one of those type of anime that okay, while you rate it a 10 out of 10, most people will try to rate it like 100 out of 10.
uh, I
Okay,
saw it,
we've detracted a lot. Let me hand it over. What is your own pet peeve?
pet peeve,
Like
ah,
something like the topic. Back to the topic of the anime. Things you don't of the episode. Things you don't like about anime.
pet peeve, like unnecessary fans, like the one
Oh
in
yeah.
Fire Force. The one in Fire Force annoys me. Like remember that scene where like Shinra and this cat girl, there was this
Uh
there was this guy Sha, that was turning children into
yeah, yeah.
that scene, like they were fighting seriously. And next thing like this girl, the girl her top don't fly come out. Her skirt don't go this side. I mean, like, guy, it's a serious movie. Why do I have to put it? Like me, I like fan service, so I don't like, but putting it in all the like in a scene that you are trying to be serious here, no. Like I get you're trying to lighten the mood, but it's not like that. That one is not lightening the mood. Just taking it's just taking how would I take it? How would I say it? Sorry.
It's taking all the heat out of the moment.
Exactly. And Fire Force, you are calling anime Fire. I like Fire Force. I like Fire Force. Like I don't have a list, but if I had a list, it would be like around the top. Recent. Uh, we
Anime.
consider. I don't know whether we consider I say Shinra, Fire Force, Shonen or is it Shinen? I don't know. Because there are some
Shonen.
things. I think it's more of Shonen itself. It's more of
It's
Shonen.
more of
So,
shonen. On that topic, yeah, I agree with you that unnecessary fan service is annoying. But I wouldn't really call her this thing in Firefox. Like I get what you're trying to say, but I feel like it's in some things
mm.
it's okay that they had it there because it plays into her character.
Yeah, it
You
plays
know,
into a card.
she has this was it Lucky Leecher this thing.
Mm.
So like it plays into her character. But if you notice there, I guess the only time it really like they use it for comedic purposes is when they don't want that scene to be too
Too
serious.
serious.
Because if you notice, there are scenes where she is present and it's
Yeah.
a serious scene, but like they don't emphasize on that. And if
Mm.
they emphasize on it, I feel like actually, I feel like the reason why they emphasize on it in a lot of things is just like okay to break the ice a bit
Yeah.
before things get really serious. Like so that you have that little laugh before well anger or sadness kicks in.
Wait, but do you laugh that in that scene where she had that stuff with Shira? Did you laugh?
Honestly, I was just, I wouldn't say I laughed, but my expression was just
Like
like,
what the
what the
what the
fuck?
what the fuck? Guy,
You,
I watched
you
that.
know this kind of like you know this kind of scenes where they don't make you laugh
Uh,
per se, but like the expression on your face, when you imagine the expression on your own face looking at this scene, like, what?
why?
That just
Why?
makes you like, or even not even really the expression on your face, but like when you actually try to rationalize what is going on in this scene, you're just like, you know what, I give up.
Oh
Like
god.
I was reading a story online the other day. Um, the gist of it is it's during a COVID, during a an outbreak, like the COVID outbreak, you know, quarantine type of stuff.
Hmm.
This guy and this girl have to live together despite the fact that they don't see eye to eye at all.
Hey.
The guy broke up with his girlfriend, realizing that she's toxic, and uh, while this girl was talking with her own boyfriend on a video call, he came and saw some stuff that made him realize that, okay, this is what might be going on. My girlfriend and your boyfriend are, you know, screwing one another.
Yeah.
So, like, there was a chain of events that just led to, okay, she came into his room and she called him to come over to her room, and she said he should come in his underwear.
Mm-mm.
Like, you already know where that is going,
You know?
or you already have an idea where that is going. Then he got there and she was, how, like, she was on a video call with her boyfriend.
Ah. Wait, is
Like,
she not the one that said you
and
should come in his underwear or something?
like, I had to just drop my phone. I had to drop my phone and get out of the room because I could, you know, this kind of
Like,
exasperation. Like, you know where this is going,
hey now?
and like, I don't know whether to be excited at the idea that karma is coming to bite them in the ass, or I should pity the boyfriend at what is about to happen to him. Wait, where did this train of thought even start?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
I've
Wait, wait.
lost it.
No. Like you're talking about, you're trying to explain that feeling you get, like when you got when you're watching that scene when Shira and this
Okay,
girl,
yeah,
that
yeah.
cat.
Like, whenever you see her in a scene,
Mm,
you know what is likely going to happen.
yeah.
You know that there is going to be a fan service this thing here. But when it actually happens, it still
Like
somehow
it shocks
surprises
you.
you. So I wouldn't really call that as an example of unnecessary fan service. I would say the last season of High School DxD is an unnecessary amount of fan service.
I've not seen that yet. I only watched
There,
the one.
there is nothing you can say that will convince me that that thing was not unnecessary. In the first few seasons, yes, there is fan service and everything, but okay, it's bearable. It didn't overtake the plot. You, in fact, it was funny in some situations, like the place where the was it the old Saturn faction or was it the Chaos Brigade attacked the conference that the three factions were having, and like this guy, do you know Valley?
I can't remember their names. I'm not good with names like
Okay,
that.
uh, the one who is supposed to be Issei's rival, like as Issei has a Drag, Valley has
Mm.
Albion,
Oh wait, I think I remember. I think I
where
remember.
Issei's own boosts his power, Albion, sorry, Valley's own have someone's power and gives it to him.
Mm.
So like he was about to use a particular move that was like halving everything around it, and like it looks like everything is gone to shit. Only for Azazel to like tell Issei that look, this move has everything around it, including the breasts of all the women around you.
Guy,
And then you know how the like dramatic pause
then I
where
don't
his mind is processing what
what the fuck? What is
his mind is processing what the guy just said. Then you just have that like explosion moment, like what? You know, like this guy threatened to kill his parents. Valley threatened to kill Issei's parents. He threatened to kill everyone in the school, all his friends, etc., etc.
eh,
And that got Issei angry. But the moment he threatened to have the breast size of all the people there, like he went from angry to downright like enraged, pissed off.
RM King. What do you expect?
I would say I would liken it to, let's say, okay, let's use Naruto terminology. Valley threatened to kill his parents and everybody there, and he went straight for tails. But Valley threatened to have the breast size of everybody around him, and he just went straight to 9. And the way he was even going, it looked like he's going to add another one on top of that 9.
That is,
Like he's
you
going to
enter.
even surpass what he's supposed to have. So
Guy,
that was funny. But the last season was just even in the scenes where he's meant for comic relief, it just came
eh,
off as forced. And another
maybe
example will be Seikon no Koesabi, I think that's the name. I told you about it now,
I heard about someone told me not to
where
watch it,
they
so I
where
don't.
they get their powers by sucking breast.
Eh?
Like there
Wait,
they try to integrate the fan service into the story. But then it just became, for me anyway, it just became like, what?
you are saying what?
No,
Let me see
seriously,
again.
that's what made me see. This is, and look, I'm telling you, I started watching this anime when I was a hormonal teenager, like
Ah,
around that 14, 15 years old or so, when your hormones are just out of control and shit. And even then, I looked at this thing and I was like, what
stop. This is
the
too much.
hell am I
No, no,
watching?
no. This is too much.
Like, I would rather invite a friend over to my house and put
You do what?
hentai on the TV for us to watch together, hentai, than to watch this
What?
anime on my own.
Guy, that's a very wait, is it that bad? Wait, I've not seen it
Look,
before.
look, look, I'm not going to diss the storytelling or anything like that because I didn't watch enough of it to diss it that much. But the little I watched, all the clips I was seeing, the like two, three, I think four, actually, I think it was like 4 or 5 episodes I watched. I'm just like, nah, nah, no, please, no, no, thank you.
Guy,
I'll just say it
wait.
was too much for me.
I know some people that it's not too much for them. You don't watch anime, but when it comes to hentai like this, the guy go jump up. I ain't gonna make the guy will make jest of me anytime I watch anime like this. The guy will be make jest of me. You're watching anime, ha ha ha. When you see now the guy go dey download the type for a system. Man no cast am. I will not say the guy's name. The guy when he hears this podcast, you know himself.
Let me even just say, you don't have any right to make fun of him or of Tony,
Eh?
because no, I'm saying that if he's hearing now, I'm
Eh,
addressing him now. You don't have any right to make fun of us that watch anime, because even if he's hentai is a genre of anime.
of anime.
So it's
When
like
you see
it's like
guy
dissing someone for watching movies, but you watch porn movies.
like
It's a movie.
there was a time like that we were watching like you know all those fan made hentai sha. You know all those
Yeah.
fan made hentai. We were watching one anime. That's why the guy said, "Ah, I saw this girl." I was like, "Guy, where did you see this girl? You said you watch anime." He said, "No, like there's this video." He said, "Don't worry." I was like, "Guy, you went to go and eat the hentai you were watching abi?" You just like watch it off. You didn't want to start it off it again. Ah, good.
Yeah. No.
Wait, it's okay.
Okay. Then I
Okay.
guess
What that?
another point I would make, another pet peeve I have with anime,
Mm.
um, bad animation. This
Ah,
can be
wait,
this can
wait,
be
wait.
split this can be split into two categories. One is CGI animation. Like
Unnecessary CG.
there are animes or shows that have very good CGI animation. Like, have you watched Ruby?
I've seen clips. I've
You've
seen
seen
clips,
clip.
and that it's not that all the weapons that guns. If you carry a knife, a sword like this, now gun. No be say this. All of them
Yeah,
they use.
is a knife and a gun at the same time. It's a bit more complicated. The story is a bit more complex than that, but yeah, you get where I'm going. It's
Uh,
technically not an anime.
anyway, it's animated. I think by one American company like that. Was it
Yeah,
Canadian?
technically it's not an anime. Like, it has a lot of anime tropes, like um the expressions you have in anime.
Uh,
You know, like when someone is shocked and their eyes go wide and completely white.
uh,
Yeah, it has stuff like that, and the art style just screams anime. Yes, but it's technically not an anime. But that is a CG distance. I don't know. I don't know. Let me not say it's a distance. It's, I guess it's a CG animation.
it's CG now. It's CG 3D CG this animation.
Yes, but it looks good.
And there are
But
some.
then,
Which was your
but
two
then you
question?
watch anime like I've even forgotten the name of this stupid anime. I watched a video the other. That's how bad it was. It's more or less this guy caused a cataclysm in Japan, and then his brain was now preserved for how many years? Now they've gotten it. I've forgotten the name of the anime, but it was bad. Like, people did not like it.
Which anime is that? Is it Bizarre?
It's not Berserk.
Which
Wait.
one?
Let me see if I can find the thing. What?
What else? Have you seen the Bizarre TV this in animation? Not the movie.
No, not really.
Though that one, like the movie, the one in the movie, the CG in the movie is nice. It looks like
Hmm.
it was 2D animation, but the one in the TV series, it was not really. Guy, just check YouTube for clips on this.
Okay. Okay, I even found the Disney. X Arm.
Hmm?
X Arm.
X arm.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I've seen clips on it. I don't know whether you watch CJ Camp on
CJ the Champ.
yeah. Guy, I saw
That is even what I went to look for. I watched that video so many times. See, you were fortunate. You just watched secondhand viewing. You know,
And
his
that guy,
clip
the
that
way
the
the
guy
guy
was.
rant about the way the guy rant again, to be like,
No, look, the guy can over exaggerate things. You know, that is what I like about him. But I will tell you, there is nothing he said about this anime that was over exaggerated. In fact, if anything, I would say it was under. He didn't exaggerate. He didn't distance it enough. He went easy on it. But unfortunately, I watched the first 2, 3 episodes before I finally just said, "Well, fuck this shit." That's how you know it's bad. You 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 notice I don't curse a lot.
no, no,
But let me just
this some things.
if I curse, it's bad. I watched this thing and I was just like, oh my god. It's one of those type of things you watch and you wish you could bleach your brain just to get that image out of it. Then the second one would be animations that don't have enough life. Have you ever seen that?
Which one?
Animations that don't have enough life. Like how will I put it? You are familiar with video editing terms like FPS.
FPS,
Yeah.
frame per on air.
Okay. I would say anime that make it look like anime that look like they are running at 10 frames per second.
So which one? I've not seen all those. I've not seen any hook. I've not seen anyone like.
Like I don't know, this thing is more prevalent in hentai. Like the
And
studio is trying to save some money, so the animation is not always like there isn't enough expressions, there isn't enough life.
maybe the budget. There's no enough budget for the stuff,
Uh-huh. Like
or they try and
look,
save up, and
there
they
there
use like some animation clips.
look, um there are animes that are meant to look like that. Like this still animation.
Which one? Is it like stop motion?
It's supposed to look like a comic, like you're just watching a comic.
Oh,
There are animes that are like that. Then there are the ones that you know that that is not the art style they are going with, but it looks like they are trapped between that style and the regular style. I don't know if I can't remember the name of this anime, but the gist of it is that okay, the guy, the protagonist wants to be a light novel author. Sorry, I said author. He wants to be a light novel author, but upon all his years of trying, he keeps failing. He can't get his light novel serialized, right?
it sounds like one plot like that I heard in Gintama. Have you seen Gintama?
No, not really. But anyway, the gist is that okay, his sister, right, who is like seen as like, this type of serious student type person, right?
Yeah.
She now wrote a light novel for the first time. Like she has never written before. She just wrote this thing
And
and
what?
she won a competition and they serialized it. Unfortunately, her school will, due to the type of school she's in, she cannot let anyone know that she is the author.
So the guy now
So
took credit for stuff.
she asks her brother to take credit for it. Then the book that she wrote is about forbidden love between a brother and a sister, and that is how she feels
What?
about her brother.
So she likes her brother.
Yes,
Why do anime? Why do Japanese people like doing all this?
I honestly have no idea. I guess you could call that as another pet peeve, but let's leave that out of here. But because we're even running out of time, I guess let me just finish up my point. You give one more point, and then we just wrap it up there.
Okay.
Okay. Um. So like the anime, like I can ignore the incest thing if
Hmm.
it's good enough, but like the animation just made me say I'm not watching this shit. Like that is I actually just call it shit.
Like this episode has been like the highest amount of time that you've caused.
No, see, they look. If I'm ever ranting, that is
Uh,
one thing you need to know. If I ever rant, just know that one way or another, a curse will end up in that rant.
Me, like when you were saying, like when we brought up these bad animations, me, hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Uh, well, me, I thought you were going to say was this was the season 3 of Seven Deadly Sins, the way they did the
Oh,
you saw clips of it. That was
yeah.
when
That is.
animations like this. You know, normally, like the animation of Seven Deadly Sins, the first two seasons were really nice and okay. I don't know
Uh,
when we used to do even animated this stuff. So.
I just forgotten. You even just reminded me of something. The one I'm talking about where the animation does not have enough life in it, right?
Mm.
A perfect example. Have you seen that Boruto this thing that's been going around?
Which one?
That scene of Boruto crying in one of the more recent
Wait,
episodes.
wait. I actually thought it was a meme that someone made it.
No, that is actually how it was in. That is what I mean. Like the facial expression is just what the hell. Even just movement is not good. The
Because when
animation
I
in
saw
general is
that,
terrible.
like, I was like, ah, God. Wait, we used to do is even animating Naruto self.
Boruto, I'm not sure. I don't like the anime enough to keep tabs on that.
Wait, why? Like most
Most
don't
Naruto
really
fans
vibe
don't
with
like Boruto.
Boruto. Because me
Nah,
self,
see,
like way I'm see,
look,
the way they are doing the
let's
anime, me I feel like they should just release it as movies, or at
see.
least instead of giving us all those figures and the way they're even handling some things with that Sasuke stuff. Where they guy, how we Sasuke, we a whole Rinnegan, look, man no vex,
Look,
man no
let's just leave it where it is. Just get on to your own point because if I start to rant about this, I can go on and on and on about the things that Boruto the reasons why they should not have, why Boruto should not exist.
because the way they concluded Naruto is like, okay, they shall
Look,
just let
let's not go there, please. If we even step foot into that topic, that's where we're going to go. Let's just put it like this. For anyone listening, whether it's on YouTube or any of the platforms, if you want us to talk about Boruto for next week or upper next week, depending, just put it in the comment section or hit us up on Twitter or Instagram. Links in the description. So what is your own point? Let's get your own one final point before we wrap up.
my own wait. Is it for my own bad animation abi or like I should bring
No,
up on that topic?
your own topic. Something you don't like about anime.
Something I don't like about
The top
ah
the this thing
like
of
many things
the
are coming to mind, but wait, I'm trying to, like there's this time trope about no. Let me bring up. Babe, me, I want to just bring up. one stuff like that. I don't think I can bring something. What am I saying? Wait.
Or should we just end it? Should we? I'm feeling like
No,
okay, let's just end it.
let's not end it. I was doing something.
Okay.
You know, one thing about anime that I used to vex. One thing about anime that used to vex me at times. When you are adapting, you know you can't finish something. You can't finish the source material with the number of episodes, but you still choose to do it. You get
Yeah.
like what's the name of this one? Have you seen God of High School?
Yeah.
The
Okay.
way they
Yeah.
adapted
Cutting.
it,
You're talking about
yeah,
cutting out content.
you over-trimmed this. And when I watched it, I was like, okay, what is happening? All the sudden something is happening. I was like, they're not explaining something. Like me, I've not read the webtoon. No. And when I was,
Yeah. I didn't read it either.
I've not read the webtoon. I don't know. Someone now told me that guy, the way they adapted the webtoon was not really okay. So I don't know if you can read like the first like 50 chapters. Guy, if you see the number of things left out for me. I mean, I actually recommend to anyone that is a fan, that was actually a fan of the anime, sha, should actually go and watch the sorry, read the webtoon, sha.
Read.
Same thing goes with Tower of God too.
No.
I
See.
think
Look.
I think
You know that these
well,
these two examples you gave, right?
uh,
This was like a new frontier for anime. Adapting Korean works. So like they wanted to make a huge bang. Like they
I
wanted to
don't get.
hit the ground. They wanted to hit the ground running. They wanted to like how like explain it?
Okay, they wanted to like start with a big. I get what you're trying to say.
Like something that would generate hype
Uh,
for them to continue doing it. So they picked these big, big manhwa
you be seeing
and
chapters
like
reaching
they
500.
and like they want for them to get the type of this thing that they want, they are going to have to get to a certain point. They are going to have to adapt up to a certain point in the source material. But like if they want to adapt it even slightly faithfully, they would have to do more than 12 episodes. And like a lot of them, this is
The
an
budget.
experimental thing. This is an experimental thing. You don't want to waste your money doing 24 episodes only for people to like call it trash. This
I
is
get
not
what you're trying to say.
the golden age of anime where they would you will see how many episodes per. In fact, you will not even see season, man. It's just episodic.
Yeah.
This is not that age anymore. Now, a lot of studios are adapting a lot of manga, a lot of games, a lot of you know light novels. They are coming up with a lot of original anime, and they don't want to spend so much money
And some of them self, the
to.
workforce is already like constricted. Like now, let's see to the manpower now. I so the manpower self is even trying self with the number of anime they have on ground.
Yeah, and they
You
don't
get
have enough staff to
like
this
I
thing.
even saw pictures. Like this, I saw one news about one of the animators working there. The guy said they said the guy barely has sleep or something.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess that is actually a very valid point. But okay, we're over time. So yeah, thanks for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode of Weebs on the Pod. If you did, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to this podcast on the various platforms. Follow Weebs on the Pod on Instagram and Twitter, and follow myself and Tony on Instagram and Twitter. All the links in the description. We're thinking of doing a hosting a Twitter space sometime soon. I think we should. What do you think, Tony? I think we should bring this topic in particular up on a Twitter space
Okay. So
soon.
when should we or maybe we should just like off the podcast we should decide.
Yeah, we'll decide it behind the scenes and leave and notify you guys on the Twitter and Instagram.
Okay.
So yeah, that was it. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Catch you next week. I'm Niyi Abdul, and he is Tony Koya. Thanks for listening. Peace out. This is just going to be a running trope. I'm always going to like stumble on my closings. Peace out. Peace out.
So,
Before we spend so long on this thing.